Let me introduce you to Kibera Design Initiative, or KDI for short. We're a design and community development organization committed to partnering with communities living in extreme poverty. At KDI, we know that poverty is complex. It's of course economic, but it's also social and environmental. Many organizations addressing poverty have a singular program focus, like building schools, providing job training, or addressing healthcare. We focus on the interconnectedness of the challenges of poverty and address them through a holistic, integrated process.
My name is Ibrahim Maina. I work for KDI, Concours Design Initiative, as the project manager. I've been staying in Kibera for the last 20 years, and I'm coming from Kibera. We've been doing projects in Kibera since 2007, and I think they've been all successful simply because people trust that everything that we do, it comes from themselves.
Kibera is located in the city of Nairobi. It's hard to say exactly how many people live here, but estimates run from 200,000 to 1 million people in an area smaller than New York City's Central Park. There is no trash collection here. There are very few toilets, and even fewer are connected to the city's sewer system. Raw sewage is typically dumped in the river. What little running water is available is unreliable and often contaminated. Electricity is also limited. Land ownership is complex and often ambiguous. And although many residents possess valuable trades and skills, unemployment is estimated to be as high as 70%, with many people working in the informal economy, earning no more than $1 or $2 a day. Roads here are narrow and unfinished and often impassable, particularly during the rainy season. In spite of this reality, we at KDI see informal settlements like Kibera not as the home of waste and poverty, but rather as places of renewal, activism, and economy. We know firsthand the innovation, resilience, and commitment that residents possess, and believe in their ability to shape and sustain a better community for themselves. Our initiative here is called the Kibera Public Space Project. Our strategy is to transform an abandoned or unused space in the slum into an active and attractive hub of amenities, service, economy, and fun. Our projects start with the vision that residents have for their community, a vision that always involves physical transformation of their living environment, but also includes programs that provide economic and social development.
When our community started working with KDI, this area was full of garbage and it was swampy. You could even stand where you are standing now. By moving the river from overflowing to our site and by enforcing the river walls with gabions, now we have a good land, which we have a good park for the community. We have even built a community hall, which on weekends we rent for the churches and on weekdays we rent for the school. We have 2 tanks. We normally store water and we normally sell it for the community. We have a beautiful garden which we grow vegetables to sell. Even we have the greenhouse which we normally plant tomatoes and which we sell for the community.
My community, together with KDI, have managed to build this beautiful sanitation block where we are offering clean water, bathrooms, and toilets, which they didn't have in before. The money we are getting from the water and the sanitation blocks have really improved the lives of our members and the community at large.
The projects generate enough revenue to ensure that the improvements created are financially self-sustaining and do not rely on ongoing support from outside donors. The entire process, from idea to implementation, is guided by full and active participation of residents and supported by KDI's technical expertise and resources.
One of the unique and challenging components of our work is the intensive consultative process we go through. We're very well known and established in the communities we work for how hard and how persistent we commit and contribute to that process. And it can take years to get agreement in the types of challenged environments that we work in. But that's one of the things that sets us apart as an organization.
We know there's another spring in that area. For me, it was really interesting that Kibera Design Initiative did not have some kind of a blanket idea and massive master plan for fixing Kibera. but rather they were taking very small and very difficult sites and applying themselves with a long span of time and a lot of energy to make something that was really important, really pertinent for that specific situation. It's very important to KDI that all of the members that are part of the staff continually come into the site, you know. We keep engaged with the people that we're working with, and at any point in time somebody can say to me, Michelle, I don't like what's happening here on the site, what is this? Or we need to change that window, I don't think it's safe enough. And that's what gets the site to operate in the best, most efficient way, I think.
Let me describe our process. We first solicit proposals from community groups in Kibera. Then, through an extensive review process, we select a community partner whose commitment matches their capacity. KDI then leads residents through a series of public forums and workshops. And over the course of several months, we help residents prioritize their needs and design solutions.
I'm looking at, we are having a greenhouse this side, a playing ground, and a multi-purpose hall, and a spraying box here.
We also help residents develop small business ideas and develop the social structures needed to guide implementation and management of the project. There is no project until the community members, plus the structure owners, plus KDI, all understand how everyone will benefit. There also is no project until all three groups agree that we want this project to move forward. Once a design and management structure is finalized, we construct the project using an all-local labor force and often equipping residents with new skills along the way. Simultaneously, we launch the small businesses through our microloan program.
Having worked with KDI for almost 3 years now, what I could say is that women are very good managers in terms of businesses, and they are very good custodian of finances. Currently, we have a program running known as a savings and loaning program. Most of the money they loan, they use for their micro businesses, and it's really doing well.
After a site is fully operational, KDI monitors the project partner for a year to ensure that the physical and financial sustainability of the project is intact. When it's appropriate, KDI exits.
What is very unique in working with the KDI, besides the skills that they have given us, is that we are now able to stand by ourselves and do our own things. We feel so much empowered. Unlike the other organizations or NGOs that come and do the work for us, or they build something for some other people, but you see, we feel potential and encouraged because we build by ourselves the structures that you see around here.
This place behind me was swamped with a lot of leeches, water everywhere. It was overflooded. It was a hideout for thieves and robbers who could rob people at night. But now it cannot happen because it is now safe for walking and even sitting at night. Having known KDI, we were able to put up such a construction of drainage which has helped us to reclaim this land, and we are able to construct a beautiful structure here which has hosted our children. They are learning inside there and activities going on there.
The KDI projects are unique, special and impactful beyond just the obvious benefits like number of sanitation blocks and toilets which are provided, school places, agricultural produce and revenues. There's something beyond those very tangible outcomes which is about the specialness and uniqueness of these public spaces that we create. We create places that I would be comfortable for my family and my kids to stay in and play, and for me that's the best indicator of a successful project.
As a lifelong resident of Kibera and a KDI office manager, I can say for sure before KDI came into Kibera, there were no spaces for children to play. Now after the coming of KDI, we have 4 functional safe places for children to play, and I am so proud of that.
I'm charged with the responsibility to administer, provide security and maintain peace on the grassroots level on behalf of the government of Kenya. I saw the project which was first built by KDI in Kibera slums. I went to see it. When I saw it, I did not believe my eyes when I found a very beautiful and open project. Kibera was only known to be a dumping place, a place for bad things only. I was asking myself how such a beautiful project was possible in Kibera. And that's the time I wanted to know who has built it. That way, we got to know each other, myself and the players of KDI. And we fall in love. We have been together from that day to date.
Though the specific structures and businesses at each project might vary, all the resulting sites integrate physical, economic, environmental, and community elements. The collaborative process creates an end product designed by multiple authors, all acting within the same physical landscape. KDI is committed to expanding our network of productive public spaces to other places. We're replicating our work through projects in rural Kenya, Haiti, the Coachella Valley in California, and here in South Los Angeles, where we're working to reclaim vacant lots like this one. Though the components of each site may vary, all projects have a few things in common. They're all resident-driven, and they combine components of physical, economic, and social development into a single space. We actively work to link these small-scale improvements to regional initiatives so that small-scale change can power large-scale improvements. KDI is also actively involved in shaping the discourse around public interest design. Through this advocacy work, we hope to change how governments, aid organizations, institutions, and communities approach the issues of planning and design in underserved neighborhoods. We invite you to learn more about our work by visiting one of our projects or engaging with us on our website or social media. We always welcome new partners to join with us to create lasting and sustainable change in the places that need it most.